G'day trendsetters, today's tea tale is titled, A Party's Always Better with Tea. Hosokawa Kyoji, an elite deputy for the Muromachi shogunate, was planning a grand 700-round poetry matching contest or uta awase at his estate in Kyoto. The second Ashikaga shogun, Ashikaga Yoshiakira, would be the guest of honour, and Yoshiakira had accepted Kyoji's invitation with an emphatic yes. Yoshiakira was the son of the renowned first shogun, Ashikaga Takauji, and quite the playboy. The day of the grand event came around, and with every preparation possible attended to, Kyoji sat waiting to receive the shogun. Kyoji waited and waited some more, but Yoshiakira failed to appear. Suspicious, Kyoji sent people to inquire into the state of affairs. It was discovered that Yoshiakira had foregone his engagement with Kyoji to accept an alternative invitation to a lavish torture tea-tasting gathering held by the military governor to the Ashikaga, Sasaki Doyo. Rather than attend another uta awase affair, the fun-loving shogun was swayed by a fashionable tea-imbibing fete. Sasaki Doyo was a daimyo from Omi province and famed as a master of torture tea gatherings. Taking advantage of his financial strength, Doyo won the favour of both Shogun Takauji and Yoshiakira, and exerted considerable influence through the shogunate government. At the Takakura-te in Kyoto, Doyo created 7 tea-sipping pavilions furnished with rare Chinese teawares to accommodate 7 rounds of tea tasting, a total of 70 bowls of tea for each participant. These were gambling events, and Doyo had amassed a mountain of treasures to be won. In torture, participants are challenged with identifying the true tea of Myoe Shonin's Togono plantation and the inferior tea of other plantations. Doyo's prize pool consisted of 100 rolls of exquisite fabrics, a 10-layered kimono, over a kilogram of aloes wood incense, 3 musk pods, 2 kilograms of gold dust, and 1 full set of battle armour, among other luxuries. The lavish setting Doyo curated for Shogun Yoshiakira was a glorious example of basara aesthetics, where the extremities of extravagant taste are put on gaudy show through an excess of exotic objects. Doyo's torture gatherings were also Epicurean affairs. Both the hosts and guests donned their finest silks and dined like royalty. The banquet started with a 1.5 metre square oshiki tray carrying a mountainous assortment of 100 varieties of dim sum delights, accompanied by 10 delicate soups. Next, guests were served fish and wildfowl seasoned with the 5 flavours. Then fruits, berries and nuts were offered to satisfy the palate with a full cacophony of tastes: sweet, sour, bitter and tart. After sankon, or 3 rounds of top-shelf sake, the tea-tasting games began. Points were scored for correctly identifying Togono-grown tea against the tea of other regions, and it is said the winners distributed their winnings to the priests, entertainers, courtesans and pleasure women who attended the guests. While Yoshiakira and Doyo were thoroughly satisfied with their day of extravagance, back at his estate, Kyoji was quite indignant towards the state of affairs. His blood was boiling over his banquet and efforts to entertain going to waste. Kyoji decided he could no longer trust the Ashikaga shogun and changed his clan's allegiance from the shogun-supported northern court to its rival, the southern court. At the time, the Ashikaga-supported northern court was dominant over the south. Still, due to a secret feud between Ashikaga Takauji and the shogun's deputy in Kyoto, Ko no Moronao, in reality, the balance of power was quite delicate. Hosokawa Kyoji's move to support the southern court must therefore have been quite a blow for the shogunate. The political power over a nation put into jeopardy by the allure of tea.